Welcome back to another video, guys. Today I'm going to be talking about why 2024 was the absolute worst year in my life. And I'm sure it was a lot of your guys' worst year too. Please leave a comment down below if you can relate. So I'm just going to start it off in chronological order. Sorry, it's going to be a really long story. So, my sister's dad and the dude who I thought was my father figure for a good, like, 15, 16 years. And then I realized, like, how bad of a person he was. Essentially, him and my mom have been together for a good, 16... No, wait, hold on. I forgot how old I was. A good 20 years, or a good 18 years. It's because he was an abusive alcoholic that liked to hit women, and I do not blame my mom for leaving him at all, but she still wanted her kids to be able to see their father. He's not technically my father, but he was still raising me with his daughter. I always went to this campground with them. I really loved my grandma, and my grandma was his mother, essentially, or well, my sister's grandma, but I still called her my grandma. She would always play these card games with me, like Goldfish, Old Maid. Old Maid was my favorite. That was fun playing with her because she would always try and take the Old Maid card, so me and my sister Haven didn't fight when it was the Old Maid. We also played Blackjack and a couple other things. But I just really love playing with my grandma. It was the funnest thing in the world. And going out to the campground, she lived right outside of it, inside of a house. Everybody else was in trailers there. It was really cool being the only house out at the campground. They ended up shutting the thing down during COVID times because they couldn't afford to run it, I guess. So that was like another sad thing. But probably like when I turned 18 or 19, I wasn't going over there as much. And my younger sister apparently got touched by my other sister's dad. Oh, and completely no contact with him ever till now. Like, I'm still not gonna talk to that kind of person. Um, I did blame myself for it for like the longest amount of time because maybe if I was there, you wouldn't have done that. But I realized, like, over life, you don't control other people's actions, and some people are just really horrible. Some things are gonna happen, and you can't prevent them. So, I wasn't going to go see my grandma. And this was for, like, a good 4 to 3 years. She ends up in the hospital and needing to go on hospice. I had every hope in my body that she would live. I was in so much denial. Now I know it's like part of the grieving process, but I wanted everything for my grandma to live and for us to actually be able to hang out. Things like that. Just wanted to play Old Maid with her again. My sister's father couldn't even see her on her deathbed. But I went there, stayed with her the 2 days, or 3 days. I had to call off of work, call off of school, and that was perfectly fine. I wanted to be there as long as I needed to be there. My ex, the person who I was dating at the time, wanted to cause an argument on me staying at my sister's dorm for the night because she lived in that town and I couldn't afford a hotel at the moment. We have some issues with my sister I'll probably get into on another video, but there's no need to literally make the worst day of my life even worse than it was. My grandma ends up passing away. I did take it really hard, and I just go home on the drive, and this is like the first really close person I ever lost. This was one of the women that raised me my whole entire life. I didn't know what losing something that important felt like. It was really rough on me. I've lost other family members before. It was nothing compared to this woman. I felt numb for the longest amount of time. I couldn't eat too much. I missed her so much, but I know, like, if she was here, like, not seeing me eat, she would yell at me. She was always the woman to want me super fed, super full, always telling me I'm a growing boy. And I loved her food. I loved eating full. Um, so I did start eating again and started getting slowly healthier and healthier. I was trying to get a lot of support from my ex, who was never there for my side. Every time I tried to cry to her, it was a manipulation tactic. And now I get that it wasn't. It's a human emotion. But she just made me feel like the worst person for it, and like I couldn't cry. That should have been the reason I left her. But I didn't. Then my cat. This is about 6 or 8 months after my grandma's passing. She had a tumor pop up by her back right leg. Her name is Ninja, by the way. She's been in a couple of the videos. But she had that tumor. We had to go take her out to a vet. And they told us what it was. Or they're like, we're gonna have to cut her open and look at what it is. Side note, if you guys do not have your cat fixed, get them fixed as soon as possible. I wish somebody would have told me this. I wish I would have known. I wish I was more of a responsible owner. Apparently not getting them fixed causes cancer, and it's something to do with their hormones not being set properly. So my cat got a stage 3 mammary gland tumor. She got it removed. They said that there's still some left. She's 13 years old. I'm 23. I've had her basically over half of my life. She really is my daughter and my everything. I love that cat so much. I would give her my whole entire wallet if she needed it. But they suggested I don't do chemo, and they didn't give me any medicines for her. I've been giving her CBD and this 5 mushroom immune support supplement that's supposed to help fight tumors, and some melatonin as well. She's also getting this really expensive human grade cat food called Smalls. She absolutely loves this stuff, so I'm glad that she at least has something to enjoy. She doesn't seem to be in pain yet, thankfully, but the doctor gave her 6 months, which will be around my birthday in June. I really hope not. I really hope the shit I'm giving her is helping. And, like, she isn't in pain for too long when she is. That cat deserves the world. She was there for me for everything. Sorry, I'm trying to compose myself. I tried to get my ex to come with me to a couple of Ninja's appointments, and she never would. I know, like, now, the reason why. I didn't know why then. I was like, why are we not worth any of this effort? I was there for her cat. I actually paid for her cat's surgery. And my cat's thing was $3,000. I had more coworkers help me than she even bothered. So that one really hurt. One of my coworkers, my best friend Ari, she gave me $200, and like that shit almost made me cry. I'm not gonna lie, because that was more than anybody in my whole entire life has given me, and she was just a coworker, somebody that I've only known about a year, but she is the nicest person in the world that I know of. She would literally give you the shirt off of her back if you needed it. That's like the kind of person that she is. Shout out to Ari and Blake. They've literally been such fucking good friends to me. But yes, after my cat surgery and her healing, all of this stuff, I wanted her in the room, like my own personal room, so we could watch her. And that caused another argument. And I was only allowed to have her in for so long, no matter like how long it took her to heal. Because her cat was in here, and I kind of got it, and I kind of didn't, because he was safe downstairs. My cat couldn't go on stairs, or she would bust open her stitches. Now I know she just didn't care about my cat. And like, that's, as much as I don't like her now, I still like her cat. Like, how can you not care about a cat? They're like an innocent little child. It wasn't fair to Ninja. I tried. Ninja had to be downstairs with my mom for a little bit. I tried so hard to like get my ex to visit my cat, and she just never would. It was like, can you go visit your daughter? And she just never would go see my cat. I don't know. I know now it's like it was all signs of her trying to distance herself from me. I did not know at the time, though. Didn't know. So my ex lived with us for probably about 3 years, and she was my best friend for 10 years, too, beforehand. She, probably about the last year of her living here, 8 months before the breakup, she invited her sister in. Her sister gets kicked out of her mom's house. And I will admit, her mom is an abusive person. We saw the crime scene photos of dead animals. She had 30 animals in a trailer. And she played it off like she was rescuing them or helping them. They were safer outside than inside of that trailer. And then that little girl, she's like 17, hasn't been in school for years. She gets a school laptop broken over her head, and that was the reason why she wasn't in school for years, because her mom didn't want to pay for another one. Her mom ends up kicking her out of the house, barefoot, in the middle of the winter. She knows that she could come here at any time, like if she ever needed anything, so she did. And we let her move in with us, and I think my ex has custody of her now, just better than her mom, but We renovated the whole room for her. Spent multiple thousands of dollars trying to get this little girl the life that she deserved. I don't know where she's at now or what Mags is doing with her. I know she was pulled out of school. Like, right after the breakup. My little sister went to the same school as her, and she was the one who told me about that. And it completely devastated me because she doesn't deserve that. She was a good person, and I was really starting to like her as another sister. We have her living with us for so long. I was even gonna plan a trip up to Chicago with her and my ex. But comes December, I buy my ex-girlfriend some Christmas gifts. Give them to her. She didn't get me anything at the time, but I didn't expect it yet because I was giving her early Christmas gifts. She breaks up with me because I keep wanting to go through her phone. I keep thinking that she's cheating on me because her mom actually warned me on a Facebook post about it. And normally I wouldn't listen to what an abusive person would say. So I did argue with her mom. I was just like, no, she would never do this to me. But now I realize, damn, I was an idiot. But she did try and warn me. So that's the only props that woman will ever get from me. She called me crazy the whole entire time, and even till the very end of the relationship, she denied it. I looked her in the eyes, and I was just like, so why wasn't I worth enough? Why did you cheat? And she looks me dead in the eyes, stares me into the soul, doesn't even crack a smirk. I don't know how you could lie to somebody that you claimed you loved for that long. But she said, I always valued the relationship, and I never cheated on you. So, for the first month of the breakup, I was thinking, dang, maybe I was crazy. Maybe I wasn't worth enough. Blah, 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 blah. Even though I got to see one of my gas station guys. He was like, dude, you need to go over here real quick. He didn't realize that we already broke up, but he saw my ex kiss some dude. And he showed me on camera because I didn't believe him. And that did help me get over it a lot. But what really helped me get over it, because like you could kiss somebody right after a relationship, sure. And I thought like, there's no way that would have actually happened, not planned. But I still had the little doubt in my head. When somebody makes you feel like you're crazy for so long, you're gonna have that little doubt in your head. So my buddy Ty was texting her about something. I think she was calling her out on some of the crap that she's been talking about me. And Ty was able to get her to admit to cheating on me. And that was like the last little piece of the puzzle that I needed to like fit together, to not feel crazy anymore, to not hate myself. I mean, I still kind of feel like, damn, I wasn't worth it. But I keep realizing like I wasn't worth it to somebody who wasn't worth it to me. And like I wanted to break up with her so many different times because of her lack of effort. But I didn't. I cared about her. I cared about her sister. I wanted to make it work. I was buying her flowers. I was doing all the little things in a relationship that you're supposed to. I was getting her little gifts that she likes, Slim Jims, beef jerky. Even bought her favorite perfume. Tried making love notes. I never got anything reciprocated to me, and that's like one of the also like benefiting factors that I got coming out of this relationship. Now I know how much I'm worth, how much effort that I'm worth. I'm worth at least as much effort as I put in, and I'm not going to stick around for that any longer. If somebody's not matching your energy, leave them, because they obviously aren't worth what you're putting in. So that was the very end of my year, and we're now just getting into January. Been a lot better mentally, and talking to a couple of different girls, and really liking at least 3 of them are really nice. I'm not a player, not anything like that. I would love a loving relationship with just me and the other person. I date to marry. I don't date for fun. I don't like wasting people's times. It's the only currency that we have that you spend, and you don't know how much you have, and there's no way to earn more of it. You only have a specific number. Time is a very important thing to me. So that kind of betrayal and that kind of time waste was kind of a really big shot to me, my ego, and I was depressed for the longest amount of time. I will not lie and say, I didn't care about the breakup at all. No, I did. I cared about that time investment, but now I'm happier that I can find somebody who actually values me as much as I valued her. Well, that's pretty much all I got to yap about today. If you guys enjoyed the video, please leave a comment down below or like it. Until next time, see you guys later.